Hello everybody, today I will show you about all information about ASVAB. So this is the first video about how to learn ASVAB math over there. So let's begin right now. First we will learn about the percentage, ratio, fraction, age, average, simple interest, equation, system, task rate, conversion unit, FOIL, PMAS, probability, factorial, area, perimeter, circumference, and volume. So we have 18 subjects in here, and we need to learn everything because these things will be on the ASVAB, and we need to learn how to do the question like this. Hello everybody, today I will introduce about percentage. So this is the first one, and we need to learn how to do percentage. For example, there are 40 male students in 100 students. What is the percentage of female students? So in here we have 40 male student in 100 students. So if we have the male student, we can calculate the female student. Female student is about 100 in the total. That's about total. So we minus about 40 male student. And we get about 60 students. To calculate the percentage in here of the female student, we need to use female equal to the total female in here, divide the total student, so that we have 60 students in here. The total in here is about 100. We can get about 0.6, and we got about 60%. Because 60 divided to 100, you go 0.6, and we got answer A in here. So the formula for percentage is about the number in the root divide to the population multiply with 100%. So this is the formula for the percentage. We will learn about the percentage. For example, 20% of 40. This one will be on the test, and we need to learn how to do percentage. We have 20% of 40. This means they ask about 20% multiplied with 40. So in here, we will show you how to do the percentage like this. We have 20 multiplied with 40. We have 0, 0, so we have 2 0 in here. 4 multiplied with 2 is about 8. We got 800. And we got percentage in here. Percentage is just like about 1/100. So we have 800, and we got percentage in here. We need to multiply 1/100, so that we got about 8. So the answer 20% multiplied with 40 is about 8. Because the percentage in here, just like 1/100, just like that. 20 multiplied with 40 multiplied with 1/100. So that's why we got 800 in here. But we have 100. So that when we sum multiplication, they got 8. So that's the way we need to learn about how to do percentage. So the next one. What's the 25% of 1? So the next one, what number with 25% is 1? It means they ask about S with 25% equal to 1. So to calculate the S, we just put 1 divided by 25%. In here, 1, the percentage in here is about 25 with 1/100, just like that. Because 1 divided 100, would we have 25 in here, so that we can go about 1 divided 0.25. Let's see about decimal number. So we calculate about the 1 divided by 0.25. We have 0.25 here. We have number 1. Because we have the decimal number, so that we will have 2 numbers in here. So we can put about 100 divided by 25, because when we have the decimal, we will move in here, so that the number in here that we have more than 2 zeros. That's why we learn how to do about division on decimal number. After they control by 20 with 100. So in here we can see that 25 multiplied with 4 in here. So we can go about 100. That's why 0. So the number we will have in here, this is 4. So that we have 25% is about 4 multiplied with 25% equal to 1. So that's the answer for the question, what number with 25% is 1. So the next question is about what percentage of 100 is 50. So the question they will ask about 100 S equal to 50. So to calculate the S like this, we just put 50 divided by 100, and in here 50 divided to 100 is about 0.5. 0.5 we multiply with 100%. We will got about 50%. So 50% of 100 is 50. That's why we got about 50 percentage. So another question was about 50 percentage is about 25, like this. So we just do 25 s equal to 50. So s equal to 50 divided by 25. 50 divided by 25 is about 2. We have number 2 in here. We multiply 100. So we have 200 percentage. So that 200 percentage 25 is 50 because we have 200 percentage. We multiply 25, you will know about 50. That's it, the answer to learn how to do the percentage in here. Let's see about the ratio. So I just provide the real one example. 4 workers can produce 20 goods. How many workers that we need to make 45 goods? So we have 4 workers in here, 20 goods and 45 goods. So in here we just make the ratio. We have worker, we have 20 goods, and we have 45 goods in here. So how many workers in here? To do this question like this, when we see in the cross area, we just multiply. In the same area like this, we just divide. So we have 4 multiplied with 45, divide with 20. 4 multiplied with 45. We have 4 go to 5 is 20. 4 go to 4 is 16. So that we have 180. We have 180 in here. Divide by 20. We know that 180 divided to 20, that's 9 workers. So that the answer here is C. And we need to know that the formula for ratio, it should be like A divided by B, C and D. If you want to find C, A multiply with D and divide to B, so that we got C in here. So that's why we have the ratio in here. This one we need to learn how to do the ratio, and the formula should be like this: A multiply with D, divide to B. So that's it, the way we need to learn about ratio. I will do about the fraction. What is the fraction? It means we will have 4 over 5, 1 over 2, 3 over 4. So this is about the fraction. So in the ASVAB, then we have the fraction, and we need to learn how to understand everything related to fraction. There are 2 types of fraction. That's the most simple fraction we need to know. And 1, 3 over 4. Sometimes they have in the test 1. We have the small connection in here. This they call mixed fraction. So that's the symbol fraction. Simple fraction is mean they cannot simplify anymore. That's called simple fraction. Mixed fraction is mean that we have the number in here plus the fraction in here. So we call 1 and 3/4. In the test, when they make the test, they put like this. This means that's the fraction, not 1 minus 1/16. No, this is not minus. That's about the mixed fraction. Be careful. Sometimes the test they will trick you about like this. First, we need to learn how to addition and subtraction. For example, we have 4/5 plus 4/10. To do addition in the fraction, we need to find the common denominator. It means that we need to make two denominator in the same denominator so that we can sum together. In here we have 5 and 10, but number 5 and 10 they don't same number. However, we can see that if we multiply with 2 in here, if we multiply 2 in the numerator and denominator, so that we can get about 10. We have to multiply with 3 multiply with 2 is 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is about 10 because they have the common denominator. We have 10 divided by 10 so that we have 1. That's why we need to find the common denominator in here so that we can get the result like this. Another example, we have 3/4 plus 5/7. We see that 4 and 7 they cannot have the simple number. Why? Because 4 multiplied 4 is 2 plus 2. 7 is still the 7. Therefore, we need to multiply 7 and we need to multiply with 4. This one we can get the common denominator is 28. So we have the new fraction in here. 7 multiplied with 3 is 21. 4 multiplied with 7 is 28. 28 in here too. 5 multiplied with 4 is 20. So we have 28. We have 21 plus 20. And we got about 41 by 28. That's why we need to learn how to do common denominator. This one we need to learn how to do common denominator in here. So we just multiply the number to make sure that both number can get the same common denominator, and then we can sum together. Common denominator is can use in the subtraction. For example, 3/5 minus 1/2. 3 over 5 minus 1 over 2. We have 5 in here and 2 in here. So in number 5 we multiply with 2. 3 multiply with 2. We have 1 and 2. In the number 2 we multiply with 5. In the number 5 we multiply with 2. We have 5 multiplied with 2 is about 10. 3 multiplied with 2 is about 6. And 1 multiplied with 5 is about 5. And we got about 1 over 10. So that's why we do about subtraction. About the mixed ratio. This is about the mixed ratio right now. For example, we have 32 divided to 10. We can use mixed ratio when numerator is higher than the denominator. So it's about numerator, and this one is the denominator. You see that numerator is higher than the denominator. We can use the mixed fraction. We have 32 divided by 10. We can put like this. In here, we can see that number 10 can be 3 multiplied with 10 plus 2. Because 3 multiplied with 10 is about 30 plus 2 is 32. And we can put in here, we can see that 3 multiplied with 10 divided by 10 plus 2 divided by 10. We can separate them because they have a common denominator, and we can simplify 10 and 10. We have 3 plus 2 over 10, and we can put 3 to 10. This one for the mixed factor and mixed ratio, and we need to learn how to find the mixed ratio in here. This one the symbol, and I will make another mixed ratio. We have 7 and 5 in here. In this number 7, we can put like 5 plus 2 and divide by 5. How can I get this? Because we need to make sure that the number in here, they can divide together like this. 5 divided by 5 plus 2 divided by 5. And this one, it should be about 1 plus 2 over 5. So the mixed ratio in here is 1, and the mixed ratio is 1 and 2 over 5. So that's the way we do about the mixed ratio. The next one is about simplify. Simplify is mean we need to learn how to simple the ratio and the fraction. They can use for the simplify in the ratio too. For example, we have 4 and 10. This number is not simplified yet, and we can see that 4 can divide by 2 and 10 can divide by 2 too. Because 4 divided by 2 is about 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So when we do about simplify in the fraction, we need to find the number can divide both numerator and denominator. Another example, 5 over 25. In here, we have 5 can divide by 5, and 25 can divide by 5 too. So we have 1 over 5. And this way we can simplify the fraction. The next one is about if you see about reciprocal, for example 4 over 5 like this, so they can just refer about 5 over 4. This means that denominator will go to numerator and numerator go back to denominator, just like that reciprocal. The next one is about multiplication and division. In the fraction we have for example, let's see about multiplication about two fractions in here. For example, 4 over 5 multiply 3 over 2. We will have 4 multiplied with 3, 5 multiplied with 2. The next one, that's about division. We have 3 over 5 divide to 4 over 7. When we want to do the division, we need to put 3 over 5 multiplied with 7 over 4. For in this division, we can see that 4 will go to denominator, 7 go to denominator, so we have the 7 over 4, and division, they will change to the multiplication. And this is so simple because this one just apply for multiplication over there, just input in here. And we got 3 multi 7, 5 multi with 4, and we got about 7 multiplied with 3 is 21, 5 multiplied with 4 is 20. In here, we got about numerator is higher than 20. We can put in here, so that we can use the mixed ratio, and this is we find the final answer. The next one that's about subtract mixed ratio. So this is on the test, and we need to learn about the subtract mixed ratio. For example, 2 for example like this. So in this question, if we see like that, we can put in here. We have 2, 4 and minus 2. We will put in here. We have 2 plus 4 minus 2. About the fraction, we put in on the area. We have 1 over 5 plus 3 over 10 minus 1 over 10. So if we have the number in here, put in the one area, the fraction in here, we just put in on another area, and the side it should be the same one. If we have minus 2 over 1 over 10, minus 2 in here, and another minus 1 over 10, positive side 4 plus 4, let's say plus 4, plus 3 over 10, they would put in plus 3 over 10 too. So let's calculate. 2 plus 4 is about 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. We have 1 over 5, 3 over 10, minus 1 over 10. But 1 over 5, that's not same with number 10. So we will put 1 multiplied with 2, 5 multiplied with 2, plus 3 over 10, minus 1 over 10. In here, we see that 1 plus 2 is about 2. 5 multiplied with 2 is about 10. We have 310 minus 1 over 10. 2 plus 3 is about 5. 5 plus minus 1 is about 4. We have 4 over 10. In here, 4 over 10, we can simplify by 4 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2. So we can simplify the fraction in here. This is about 2 over 5. So after we calculate together, everything in here is about 2 over 5. And after we calculate everything, we just put the number and the fraction together, and we can get the answer is 4 and 2 over 5. This is the mixed ratio, how to learn how to sum minus together. And that's about age. In the ASVAB Arithmetic reasoning, we will learn about age. For example, Mike is older than Jack, 3 years old. Jack is younger than Andy, 4 years old. The sum of 3 persons is about 37. How old is Jack? So in this question, they ask about Jack only. But we have 3 persons. We need to put about S. S is the number we need to find. So we put Jack in here. So that we need to find the how old of the child. So we put S. So let's do another thing. Mike is older than Jack. Mike older than Jack. Jack is mean he's older than Jack, 3 years old. So we have S plus 3. Let's see about Mike. So because Mike is higher than Jack, so we have S plus 3. Jack is younger than Andy, 4 years old. So it means that Jack is lower than Andy. It means Andy is higher than Jack. So we have S plus 4. Let's see about Andy. So in this question, we need to put what the person who need to find. Then later that when we use this person, we can compare to other 2 persons. So that, for example, Mike is older than Jack, 3 years old. It means S plus 3. Let's see the age of the Mike. S plus 4. Let's see the age of the Andy. After we find the number we need to find, we have in here the sum of 3% is 37. So the total in here is 37, and we can put in the equation. Like this. We have the equation. After we make the equation, the final thing we just answer the question, find the s. We have s plus s plus s plus about, because we have 3s in here, s plus s plus s plus 3 plus 4 equal to 37. 3, we have 3s, so we put in 3s. 3 plus 4 is about 7, and we have 37. We have 3s in here. Number 7, they move to the right side, they will change to minus 7. So that 37 minus 7 is about 20. After that, we have s equal to 30 divided by 3 equal to 10. So after we calculate everything, we have 3s equal to 30, and we got about s equal to 30 divided by 3, because we divide both sides by 3 in here by 3. That's why we eliminate number 3 in here. So we got 10. Because we got s equal by 10, it means that we can input in here. So that chat is about 10 years old. So the answer in here is about B. So that's why we need to learn how to do the equation in the age, and I just help you how to do about the age on the ASVAB. About the average. So I will show the formula how to do the average. A student did 3 exams, 85, 90, 95. What is the average? In this question, we have that we have 3 exams, A3. There are 3 scores in here. So the formula for the average is about the total value. This means we sum 3 numbers on the test and divide by total time. Total time, this means how many times they appear in here. We have 1, 2, 3. There are 3 times. So we input in here. We have 85 plus 90 plus 95 divided by 3. Why? There are 3 because we have 3 exams in here. So that we can divide by 3. And we have total value. It means we have the number value in here. We sum together. So we have about 270 divided by 3. 270 divided by 3 is about 90. So that's the average in here, is about 90. So the next one, let's say about the average. So in this question, that's a little bit difference. So I will show for you. A student did 3 exams, 85, 95, 95. What is the next exam that he got 90 in 4 exams in average? So in this question, we put S is the exam number 4. Then we put the formula of the average. It's about 85 plus 95 plus 95 plus S. In here, we will have 4. Because we have 4 exams in here, we need to divide by 4. And the average in here is 90. So the next one, we need to calculate the S in here. So that's why we can got the result. So we move number 4 in here. And we will got 85 plus 95 plus 95 plus S equal to 90 multiplied with 4. We have 85 plus 95 plus 95. We have about 275. And we have S in here. 90 multiplied with 4 is about 360. And after we got 360, we will move 275, go to the right, because 275, then we change to the minus 275. After we got 360 minus 275, we got about 85. So that's the way we can learn step by step to find the S in the exam number 4. So the answer in here is 85. So that's why we are got B. So the next one is about simple interest. So I will show the formula. The simple interest is about I equal to PRT. P is about the principal. R is about the interest rate. T is about the time. So I will do this example. Deposit $100 in a bank with 5 years and 2% interest rate per year. What is the simple interest? So we will put I equal to PRT. In here, we have the principal. R is about interest rate. And T is about the time. So after we have the formula, we just input the information in here. So we have here, let's see about P. Interest rate 2%. This is R. T here. This is about the time. We multiply with 5. So we multiply 3 numbers together. 1000 multiplied with 2%. Let's see about 20. 20 multiplied with 5 years is about 100. So that's after 5 years, we will earn about 100% in the simple interest. So the answer in here is about C. So that's it, the simple interest formula, and we just input in here. Let's say about velocity. This is about the car, the bicycle, and when we walk outside, we will have velocity. Velocity is about the distance divided by 10. For example, 5 miles per hour. This one is about velocity. So if the test they ask about to calculate the distance and the time, we will have that velocity in here multiply with the time, so we can calculate about the distance of the object. If they calculate the time, we will use the distance divided by velocity, so we will have the formula. So that's why we will have about to calculate velocity, and we learn how to do the distance and the time. So I will have this sample. A man walk 3 hours in 530 meter per hour. So what's the distance? So we have velocity and the time. So the distance is about time multiplied with velocity. We will have about 3 multiplied with 30. This is equal to 90 meters. So the distance of a man walk in 3 hours with 30 meters per hour, that's in 90 meters. So that's the first one. The next one, that's about find the velocity of a car with 90 miles in 9 hours. So to calculate velocity, we just put about the distance divided by the time. That's equal to 90 divided by 9, and we have 10 miles per hour. So that's the way we calculate velocity, time, and the distance on the ASVAB. The next question, that's about 2 cars in point A and point B. The distance of A and B is 90 miles. The velocity of car A is 40 miles per hour, and B is 50 miles per hour. When will two cars meet? That's the question in the ASVAB, and we need to learn how to do that. For example, we have point A and point B in here. We know that the distance A and B is about 90 miles. And the car A, they go to B and B go to A. We know that the velocity of car A is about 40 miles per hour. Car B go back into A, that's about 50 miles per hour. So the question, when will two cars meet together? To calculate this formula like this, I will show for you. So the formula to calculate the time meet together is about the distance divided by velocity A and velocity B. So we have the distance in here is about 90 miles in here. We have velocity A is about 40 miles. Velocity B is about 50. So when we divide together, we have 90 divided by 90, and we got about 1 hour. So that after 1 hour, car A and car B meet together in here in 1 hour. 1 hour. So that's the formula to calculate if the two cars they go opposite side and they meet together. The next one about velocity, that's about the average. Some people they don't know how to do this question. Car goes to A and B. Car A and B in 40 miles per hour. Then B to A is 50 miles per hour. What is the average velocity? This one in the ASVAB, and we need to learn how to do this question. We suppose that S is the distance A to B and B to A. Because the distance A go to B and the distance B to A, they are same S. And we know that the time in A and B plus time in B to A, that will equal to the average time, because when we sum two times together and the average time they don't change, so we will have the distance divided by velocity again, and the distance divided by velocity, and the average time is about the distance divided by average velocity. In here, we will see that the distance in here is about s divided by 40 and s divided by 50. In here, that is 2s. Why 2s? Because the car go to A, then the car then go back B to A. Let's see 2s because they two rows together. Then two rows. Then we can divide average velocity. So in here we have the equation. Let me go. After we have the s divided by 40 plus s divided by 50, we have 2s, and we have the average velocity, and in here we simplify the s. Because we have x in both sides, so we simplify the s by divide by s. So we have 1 over 40 plus 1 over 50 equal to 2 divided to average velocity. So we have the number in here, we put average velocity in here, divide by 2 over 1 over 40 plus 1 over 50. In here we will calculate 1 over 40 and 1 over 50. We have 1 over 40 and 1 over 50. I will show for you. That's about the sum to the fraction. In here, we see that common denominator is about 200. So we have 40 multiplied with 5. 1 multiplied with 5, and 1 multiplied with 4, 50 multiplied with 4, and in here 40 multiplied with 5 is about 200, 50 multiplied with 4 is still 200 together, 1 multiplied with 5 is about 5, this 1 multiplied with 4 is about 4. We have 9 over 200. So we will put in here is about 9 over 200. This one we can put like this: 2 divided to 9. 2 divided to 9 over 200. This can be 2 multiplied 200 divided by 9. This one just like 2 divided with a fraction, because we have the divide in here. We can move denominator, go to numerator, and 9 go to denominator. So we have 2 multiplied with 200 divided by 9. 2 multiplied with 200 is about 400 divided by 9, and we just do about divide. So we have 9 over 400. In here we have 4. 9 multiplied 4 is about 36. So we have 4 again. Then we have 4 multiplied with 36 again. We got 4. So that's the number 4. And we can get that the average velocity of this one is about 44.44 miles per hour. So the average of car goes A and B with 40 miles per hour, then B to A in 50 miles per hour. The average is about 44.44 miles per hour. That's the good question in the ASVAB.